want to talk to you a little bit about my tackle box and what I carry when I'm fishing. Obviously, I do loads of different types of fishing. You know, sometimes I could be fishing on a little park lake, throwing maggot bags around, and the next time I could be on a huge canal in Belgium, or I could be on my boat at Orient. You know, there's so many different types of fishing that I do over the course of the year, and truth be known, you can't carry all of the kit all of the time, you know, otherwise you end up completely bogged down. So obviously I've got a big sort of storage container at home with all of the kit in, sort of split up, and then I sort of take apart my tackle box to match the sort of venue that I'm going to. One thing that I do is I carry an awful lot of hooks no matter where I'm fishing. You know, I'm an avid hook sharpener, and what that means is if I'm catching bream, tench, carp, or even just winding in from the spot, 9 times out of 10, the hook is ruined. You know, you file them down to such a fine point, the metal is so fine, you know, it only has to touch something and then it's burred and you have to start again. So because of that, I don't keep my hooks in the tackle box, I keep them in the lid of the largest size compact. I've got them all in there, I've got some solid bags in there and a few just a few spare items, you know, that I don't want to clutter my tackle box up. I've got some hooks in there, but this is like all my spares and everything that I need for every eventuality. Underneath the tackle box, I've got my leg core, I've got some split shots, some dark matter tubing, line stripper, screwdriver, a few extra lighters and some carp care. But the main thing is the tackle box. You know, I used to have a tackle safe, and that is good if you're only targeting one water. If you're only targeting one water and you've got it absolutely refined down to carrying exactly what you need, then that's perfect. You know, you can be ultra minimal. A lot of the time I'm targeting lakes or venues that I've never been to, so I am sort of packing for a few eventualities. So I've got a few things that probably never see the light of day, but at the same time I might need them. So that's why I've got that extra space in the tackle box. You'll see that in the lid I've got a lot of plastic items, some metal ones. You don't want to fill the lid with loads and loads of metal, otherwise it'll get really, really heavy. But I've got a few swivels and I've got a few rig rings, but mainly it's sort of like leg clips, tail rubbers, heli safes, boilie stops, a few bits of foam, some rubber beads, you know, that sort of thing. In the main part of the tackle box, I've got obviously my hook links, my marker elastic, shock leader, PVA tape, again more hook links, Vaseline for me hook points, a couple of packets of split shot, a couple of pairs of scissors, my floss. I've got a little 3 compartment box down there. In the top part is mainly hook sharpening stuff. I've got my pliers, my crimping pliers, sorry. I've got the vise that I use for hook sharpening, my SP Max file, a little stone for finishing, a magnifying glass, again a couple of lighters. This is where I put my sharpened hooks. You know, I sharpen them myself and then I put them into this, and that just keeps them nice and fresh. And underneath that I've got my baiting needles and stuff. So, you know, this is how I'm using it, which it looks pretty bare. You know, a lot of people have the like loads of different compartment boxes because they are packing for more eventualities. But I try to keep it more minimal, if you know what I mean. I am sort of being quite picky at home, taking out what I don't need, putting in what I do need. And I always, you know, my missus has always given me a hard time. I spend a lot of time in the garage sort of prepping for sessions because I really do, I want to be organised, because when you are organised and everything's in its place, you can just fish that much better.